Alright guys, I did want to talk about pollination on all your squashes, your cucumbers, your cantaloupes, your pumpkins, your tomatoes, all that stuff. I don't have bees here. They're not close by or anything. I have to rely on some kind of insects, and that's one reason why you don't want to spray your garden with some kind of an insect repellent, because some of these insects are good. But you also can do it another way. You can self-pollinate these on your own, and I'm going to show you. This is what I do. This is kind of why you see yellow clippings all around everywhere. You can do it two ways. First, let's show you which one you need to pick. If you can see, I'm actually going to pull this plant, this bloom off. Let me pull this out. Okay, now, if you see the center of that right there, that's a male, okay? You all know that. You see it really good. Bingo, that's a male. You see there is an insect in there. Okay, now, I have a female here, okay? And I have another female here, which may be a little bit easier to see. Let me point this up. Another way you can tell is there is a fruit on the back of your plant right there, okay? And as you look here, there is no fruit. But one thing, you can see the male. So next thing is you can tell if a female. You can see inside the female plant right there. Okay, now what I do, and this is what I do, I actually will go ahead and take the plant. You can do two ways. You can actually get a little paintbrush and rub on it, and then rub the plant. You can use a Q-tip. I don't do none of that. I just take this off this way. I just take this here and I kind of find a hole, insert a little bit. I'll beat around it a little bit, you know, tap around everywhere, and I'm going to consider this pollinated. Now I may have used up, no, there's still a lot of pollination on here. So what I'll do is on this other plant, you can tell right there. All right, so I will go ahead and hit that, rub it around it really good. If you can get it still there, put it in there a little bit, rub it lightly. There you go. And as you can see, there's a fruit on that one. There's always a lot more males than female. There's another male. There's another male back there. So I only have two females on these acorn squashes right now. We have a whole bunch. That's a male. There's a male. I have another male over here. I have another male back here. I do have one female that's way up back there. Okay, I've already pollinated that one earlier. And then I remembered, hey, you know what? Better get my camera and let's do this. Let's show you what I've got for fruits in here by me doing this. Open that up. Let's see if I can't shoot you a picture of it. Look at the size of that squash right there. Goes from here all the way down to the ground just about. I've got another couple here hanging. We've got one here. We got one there. We got one right here hanging. So they're all looking good. Now your pollination can go, like I said, to all your squash plants, all of them. Your zucchinis, they all are basically the same way. You got your cucumbers. I took off 2 cucumbers off this plant last night here. And how you can tell a difference between a female and the male on these is almost the exact same way. If you can look, this is cucumber. And we get this set right here. You can see the cucumber. Okay, so there's the center of it. You can see there's another female right here. There's that one. But if you look, this is just short. It's hard to see. It is a very short stem male. There's no fruit to it. So what you can do, because these are very hard to break off and I don't want to damage it, so I brought myself a Q-tip, rub around there real lightly. These have been here for a day, so there's really no pollen on them. But what you would do is rub the center of this Okay, like I'm doing, we're going to go through it, the process, and then you would rub the center of this plant right here and do the same process. That's how you would pollinate your cucumbers. Best time to pollinate is first thing in the morning when these all opened up, and these are a day old. So that's how you can pollinate, hand pollinate your fruits of all your plants, your squashes. They're all looking great. And sometimes you get all kinds of males and you have no females, and that's what stinks, like over here. All right, down there I have a male yellow squash. There's no females around, so you can't do nothing about it. That plant will die out. There's another male right there. Here's another male right there. As you can tell, we got fruit growing, so I was able to pollinate them. Probably, it's been raining. Look at the weather. It is terrible. It's been raining for days, and this is supposed to be like this until this afternoon. And today's Wednesday, and then it's supposed to break for many days of no rain. Now, you go back to your watermelons, go back to your pumpkins. You will do the same way as you would these. And here's my watermelon starting to take off. Watermelon right here is starting to take off. I believe this is pumpkin. So they're all doing good. Let's show you this real quick here. What we've got, these are my 2 zucchini plants. I did measure, I pulled 2 zucchinis yesterday, and I got 2 pounds of zucchini. I did pull 2 cucumbers, which were about that long, and they were 1 pound. So if you look, here's your zucchini. All right, let's see. There's the male. It's there, but I don't have a female. There is a female right here, but it's not open yet. So this is what you got to have these fruits. These need to be peeled back a little bit more. We're going to prune them. There, right down there's another. That was yesterday's, and I did pollinate that one yesterday with another plant. But there is no more in here. Okay, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to do something different. I've been checking into this, and I'm going to take this male flower. It's coming off. Okay, there we go. I'm going to save the male. Now I want to get the bugs out of here, because we're going to save that. And we're going to save it a certain way. We're going to take this, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to put it in a plastic bag. I've been looking at this, researching this, and finding, is there some way we can do this? And I see that people are taking these, and they're actually trying not to damage it, put it in a plastic bag, and they're putting it in the refrigerator and saving them. They say that these plants put out only a few female, but a bunch of male plants. And I agree to that. So I have right there, there's 2 more. Right there, there's 2 more of the females. There's another female way down back over, right down there. You can see it, barely, right there. So this, by the time those would be ready, we would have a male. So I'm going to try, we're going to see what happens. As you've seen, we're ziplocked. This is going in the refrigerator, and I'll save it for when these other flowers are open. It could be tomorrow. Okay. Again, let's take you over to the tomatoes. And tomatoes are a little bit different. You don't have to worry about this. It's very simple. Now, if I was to keep letting this grow, you always need pollination to start your fruits, correct? Okay. Best way to do these is basically when they get bigger, all you have to do is do this. Tap them. When they get bigger, just tap them a little bit, vibrate them around a little bit, and that's all you got to do to pollinate. That's it. But these plants do not need to be doing nothing right now. I want them to get bigger. So we're going to pull all these off. We don't want to waste our energy growing this when we want the plant to be bigger. We got a couple more back here too. Okay, let's go to this right here. And you can see there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 of these I need to get rid of. And you see the male? And all we're trying to do is when we shake this tree, it'll self-pollinate itself. All right, guys, I'm going to pull these off real quick. I'm going to get going. There's a tip for Shedwars for pollination. And it's fixing to rain. You can hear the rain hitting the black mat. And we're going to get going. All right.